What's up, guys? Welcome back to DLB Daily. Today is arms and abs. Not my favorite day, but probably some of your favorite day. My favorite day is shoulders, but today is total vanity workout. But it also, if you're a beginner, I always suggest having a really strong arm day because that's going to help your back day. It's going to help your chest day. So we need strong arms to handle all the load that we put on it for other days of the week. Otherwise, if you're benching and your triceps aren't strong enough, your triceps are going to fail before your chest even gets worked. So we need to get strong arms so that we have a better back day and a better chest day and shoulder day. And then we just do abs so we can be shredded. What? So first of all, let's go over a little bit of anatomy. So biceps, obviously you have bi, meaning two. So you have two different heads that we're gonna work. And then same for triceps, we have three different muscles, three different heads that we're gonna work. And each muscle is just a different variation. So simple thing for biceps, the way to think about it. So your short head is this guy, so bicep. This is your short head, and then your long head is right here. So anytime, think about leg extension. So let's say we're on the leg extension. If you want to work the inside of your leg, you have to show it. So when we work the inside of the leg, we show it by pointing our toe out. This works like that teardrop. If you want to work this side, you show that one and you turn your feet in. Same thing with biceps. So we want to work this one, we want to work the short head, you have to show it. So usually it's anything wide and anything supinated out. If you see supinate, that means turn out. If it's pronate, which is gonna work the long head, that means turn in. So any kind of like hammer curl, cross body curls. So we're gonna try to do a little variation of both of them. So long head, short head, we'll have two exercises that probably work on both of them. Then we go to triceps. We have three different muscles. So you have your lateral head, which is the horseshoe one. I don't know how good mine is right now. Where's the good light? God damn it. So that's the little horseshoe one that normally everyone sees when I'm lean. It looks really good. I'm not that lean. I eating too many cookies. So horseshoe, that's your lateral head. And then you have your long head, which is down here, and underneath it is the medial. So we'll have different exercises to work on each one. That long head, which is usually that stubborn one. I know most people like to just work the lateral head, but anything, because it attaches to your scapula, we need to manipulate our shoulder. So anything up overhead is gonna work that medial and long head. So we're gonna do some up over the head, skull crushers. I don't know what else we got. Let's go look at the plan. Let's go. I'm talking too much. So first up, we have 3 sets. We're gonna start with, I just separated it, triceps and then a bicep, and then we're gonna start supersetting them together. So these can be done very, very fast. I don't typically like to go jump right into like a bench, like a close grip bench or something up overhead. I really like to try to do a little cable work first just to kind of warm them up. And then we can start doing some stuff up overhead, skull crushers or close grip bench. So first up, it's just 2 different exercises back and forth. Not really light, not really heavy. You're just doing like 10 to 12 of each. So the first one, I'm actually gonna use handles. If you'd rather use a bar, go for it. But the reason I'm using handle is for the second part. So we're gonna do just a regular like push down with your elbows out, because that's going to work that lateral head. So elbows out instead of like, if you are on a bar, well, no, you can still get your elbows out, but you're more likely to keep them back. But I'm actually gonna tell you to keep your elbows out a little bit and then push down. So this is just a simple push down, 10 to 12 here, working on that lateral horseshoe. Then you're going to switch. You might lighten it up a little bit. For the second part, you're doing a reverse. So the reverse, anytime you reverse it, you're gonna hit that whole backside, the medial and long head. That big meaty one down there, that's when like, the one that hopefully it doesn't wiggle. That means if it's wiggling, not enough muscle in there. So reverse, same thing. This is why I like using the handles, because you can manipulate them. When your wrists are in like that fixed position, it tends to hurt. So I like being able to manipulate them a little bit. So I'm here, and then I kink them out, twist them out just a little bit. And then this will hit that long head and that hard underneath. That medial head kind of sits right underneath that long head. So anytime you're working your long head, you're working your medial head a little bit too. And that's good. So push downs, elbows out, and then reverse. You're just doing 3 sets, 10, 12 each one, not super heavy. All right, moving on, we're gonna go right into just the bicep kind of a warm up. Again, staying pretty light. You're just doing like 10 to 12 reps of each one. So just like I said, when you pronate, when your arms are in, you're showing that long head of the bicep. So that one's right here. And when we supinate out, you're gonna work short head. Woo! So that's what we're gonna do here. So you could probably still use the handles. The handles will work. I'm gonna use the rope. So we're gonna go to a hammer curl with your arms pronated in or your hands pronated in. So you're gonna be here, just nice and easy in, and then 10 to 12, then we're gonna maybe lighten the weight because you just did 10 to 12 reps. And then when you come up, you're gonna supinate your arms out. So you're gonna split the rope. So the rope comes up, split it out, and then try to kind of make a little bicep here. So you flip those palms so they're facing backwards. So up, split the rope, palms face backwards. So that's when you'll hit the short head. So here we go. Do a couple of each. So pronate in. I might have to stand back a little bit for this one. And then lighten it a little bit, come out, split the rope. So in, and I gotta hook up a little bit on that one. So hammer curl, and then split the rope. Just a little warm up, 3 sets, 10 to 12, boom, bang, boom. You can actually do them together if you want. You don't have to separate them. Get them done as fast as you can, moving on. All right, next, now that we're all warmed up, we got our biceps and triceps all warmed up, now we can get to some of more the compound movements, go a little bit heavier. So starting off with a close grip bench, because I like to bench. And then we're gonna go right into a bicep exercise, which I'm letting you choose whatever you wanna do. If you're not good with chins, you can do a pull down instead, but we're gonna do a reverse grip chin. So for that, anytime your hands are out in front of you, you got your biceps. So we're also going to limit the amount that we're going down. So we're not gonna go all the way down, so you're not using your back. So we're gonna do like half reps for that. If you don't want to do the chins, then you're gonna do the pull up instead. So for the close grip bench, again, I know many people think that, oh, close grip bench, my hands have to be all the way in here. No, they just have to be closer in than you normally would. So I bench out here. That's my regular bench. So my close grip bench is gonna be here. It's generally, for me, I always say it's like pretty much like even with your shoulders is gonna feel natural, a little bit better. When you're too close in, it's too much, for me, it's too much strain on my shoulders. Then you gotta kick your elbows out. So your elbows should be coming straight down. So this is more of an all over tricep developer. It's something where you can overload. I like to at least pick one exercise that you can overload it a little bit heavier than anything else. Cable, you're not gonna overload. So this you can overload. So you're just grabbing the bar, bump, bump, bump. Come down to your chest, get a good squeeze here, maybe pause for a second, and up. Elbow straight down and up. When you start kicking, like I can't even do it. Like when they're out here, it makes it a lot harder and strains like a lot on your, strains on my front delt. So bring them straight down, straight up. Then we'll go straight to I can do it right here. This bar might be in the way, but we're gonna go right into a reverse grip chin. Now, you don't need to come all the way down because this part, that's all back. One thing, anytime you're doing pull-ups is try not to swing too much because that's where you're gonna start working too much and then you're using your abs. So I like to keep my legs kind of straight or even crossed at the bottom. So we're doing like half reps. So you're almost starting in like a 90 and then going up. So the bench is in the way. So if you don't want to do that, you may come over here. I like to give people options because I know sometimes some people are not very good at pull-ups and pulling your own body weight. So this is a good variation if you would like to do this instead. So just a reverse grip pull down. The one thing I do here that's differently than doing it with back is I kind of pull towards myself, almost like you're doing like a bicep curl from the top. So see how I'm bending? Instead of bringing it here, you're bringing it towards your face. So 10 to 12 reps there, or if you're doing the chins, just go to failure. So let's go. Next up, we are going to do an incline. I put dumbbell or easy bar, whatever you feel like doing. I'm going to do a dumbbell overhead extension on an incline bench from here, and then we're gonna flip around and I'm gonna do an easy bar spider curl. So spider curl is when you're up and over this way. So one reason, instead of doing like a like straight up or standing overhead dumbbell, is because anytime you're like this, and you know how people always tell you like try to keep your elbows in, it's damn near impossible if you're standing upright to keep your elbows in. It's hard. So we're gonna take that little tension off and we're gonna go on an incline, which you're able to kind of keep your elbows a little bit straighter. So we're going up overhead, and you can get a little bit more of a stretch back behind you going this way. So you can stretch that way. So we're going up. It's a lot easier to keep those elbows closer to your head this way. Takes that tension off the front delts too. So you can do this with a dumbbell, or if you prefer, since we're already using an easy bar, you can also do it with an easy bar. The thing with the easy bar, one tip I would like to show you for this is to not, when you bring your elbows, when you bring the weight up, don't let the weight have your arms like straight like this. So the weight should be behind you, so there's always constant tension. Here, there's no tension whatsoever. So back down behind, and then keep the weight behind your head. So your arms should be at an angle. And then that keeps that tension on your triceps the whole entire time. So because we're going up over their head, which muscle is attached to that scapulus? That long head. So we're working our long head on that overhead extension, and then we're gonna flip around. And anytime our hands are out in front of our body, we're gonna be hitting that short head a lot bit more. So spider curl, the good benefit with a spider curl is there's always like constant tension at the top. When you're standing, you do a bicep curl, no tension up here. So this way the tension is on the most at the top. So you're just up. Obviously this is really, really heavy, guys. This is just warm up. If you want to really work that short head, you can lengthen your arms, or widen your arms up a little bit more. I like to stay in the middle though, right about here. Ta-da! Last but not least, I always like to do a little single, whether it's leg day, shoulder day, chest day. I like to sometimes throw some sort of single arm work. So we are doing a kickback. Now, normally when you do a kickback, most people go like this and their pinky comes back. We're going to switch it and our palm is actually going to face back. So you're going to grab a handle. Oh, a little heavy. Palm is going to face behind you, because now we're going to work on our last exercise was working on the long head. This is going to hit that medial and long head as well. So palm facing back. We're hitting that really deep medial head right now. It's basically down under here. So by facing your palm backwards, you're gonna really get that. If you rather do your pinky, or maybe you can alternate too. I don't ever like to just tell them, this is the only way to do it. There's so many ways to do it. You could go this way if you wanted to, if you wanted to have your palms face forward. Pinky, there's all the different ways. After that, we're not even gonna, we'll do both sides, and then we're gonna switch, and you're going to do a cross body. So we're hitting that long head again on the bicep. So anytime you pronate and you come towards you, you're hitting the long head. So the last exercise, we hit the short head, now we're going for long head. So just like you would have like a dumbbell, you can do this with dumbbells as well, if you don't have a cable machine. Since this is the one that's facing you, that's the one that is working. So cross body, bicep curl. Similar to like if you were doing this like a dumbbell concentration curl, you'll see people do them right here. Same type of thing. You can even, if you want, to put your elbow there. I like it standing up. Nope, don't do it. Do that with a dumbbell. Do that with a dumbbell. I was trying it on the fly. I don't like it. So cross body. So then you'll switch. Little cable action, little tricep, little bicep action. And that would be it. So thank you guys for, oh no, wait, that's not it. I forgot, we have abs. Oh my God. Ha, tricked ya. Thought you're done. We have an ab circuit that we're gonna do, and I need my computer because there's like 5 different things on there. We're gonna do 30 seconds on, 15 seconds break between each one, just so like catch your breather, get to the next one, get ready, 30 seconds. You're only gonna do 2 to 3 rounds because there is 5, maybe 6 exercises. So this should be done. You should be done in like a little 8-minute thing, and then you're done. And then hopefully you have abs right after. So first things first, we are doing leg lifts. They can be hanging, they could be on a decline bench. If you can't do straight leg lifts, you can also do knee crunches. So leg lift, you're just going to grab something. Watch me jump so high. So leg lift, so I should have talked before I got up here, but we're gonna be working our lower abs for this one. So, oh my God, I just did legs the other day. So up. You just need to come up to like an L. Oh, wow. I am not good. Or you can switch to like a knee up. Almost like a reverse crunch. Oh. Wow, my arms hurt. So 30 seconds of leg lifts. Then we're going to a floor. I don't know what to call this. This part is gonna be static. It's like an in and out. So you're in, out, in, out. So we're doing the hard one and then kind of like an easy one. And then we'll go to a hard one or a weighted one or an easy one. So 30 seconds, keep moving, 15-second break. Then we'll go to a weighted, well, I should have brought a weight, God. So first two exercises hit the lower abs. I think those are the hardest ones. Anything where you're bringing your legs up to your torso. And then we'll do the easier ones, which is the opposite way, basically like crunching. So your legs are still and you're crunching. Middle, we're gonna hit our obliques. So we're gonna do a weighted oblique and then something a little bit more intense where we're moving. So a Russian twist. Whoop, whoop. I don't know where I want to hold this. So I'm going to keep my feet up off the ground. I should probably go this way. So you're in like this little seat position and you're gonna grab your weight, bum, ba, bum, and you're just twisting, 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 twisting. So 30 seconds to get our obliques. So your obliques are basically, they run this way. So you need like a twisting motion. And the underneath ones actually go the opposite way up. So it's a lot of twisting. So that's why we do a lot of wood chops and whatnot. Next, I'm sorry talking so much. We are doing plank rotating hops. I saw someone do this and it just looked really cool. So I'm trying to do like a strength with something weighted and then something like explosive where you're moving. So we're gonna be in a plank position and then we're just gonna keep popping our legs out to the side and then back, out to the side, back. Got it? So it's a rotation and hop. Last but not least, we are doing, we're starting with the explosive, ending with the weighted. So something explosive for our weighted crunch. Again, don't know a name, but you're gonna go full out, like a full body crunch. You're gonna come down and then explode up. Down into a knee hug. These are like fast. Then our last, we go to our weighted and we're just doing a weighted crunch. So feet are gonna be flat, hands are up, and then just crunch up. That's a heavy weight for this. You're gonna rest 1 to 2 minutes between rounds and then do it again. And then if you have anything left in you, you can do it for a third time. I feel like I just want to do it for one time. I'm dying. All right, guys, so I'm going to get to it. I'm gonna finish my ab workout. So hopefully you enjoyed the workouts. Hopefully these have been, we started switching to more of an informational. I hope it's helping, more tips, techniques, things to work on instead of just watching me lift weights and not explaining anything. So Let me know what you guys think. Comment below. Love you guys. Enjoy.